Hello guys, it's me, Reina. We're going to watch Sethos. Yes. I haven't done his not his Sino's second story quest yet. So we're going to watch Sethos character demo and also what Dane have to say about him and understand his playthrough, his kid more. So yeah, okay. Character demo, Sethos. Revelation of the Silent Sands. Ooh, of the Silent Sands. I mean, they're not wrong. Okay, just as the seasons come and go, so do the tides of the sand ebb and flow. Beneath the sweeping sands are those who preserve the legacy of ancient wisdom. Oh, it's kind of reminds me of like the ones, the version trailer. Sino is supposed to be like the ones chosen, something like that.
You got questions? You've come to the right person.
Oh,
On the off chance I don't have the answers, I can ask
man.
around and help you find out.
Are you going to
Sethos.
hit it?
Pretty interesting guy. He's like a distant cousin of Sino's.
The first time we met, he came up and asked me if I was Hat Guy.
He nods his head when he talks. It's like, oh, I don't know, like a little puppy, yes?
Doesn't play enough TCG.
Some of my elders say I'm difficult to control,
I know.
like a wild animal. But
Wait a second, guy. the way her his voice
know,
like doesn't play enough TCG.
Little puppy, yes?
Doesn't play enough TCG.
some of my elders say I'm difficult to control.
I like
a
how
wild
they've done
animal.
like
But don't you think it's kind of an issue that they want to control how other people think in the first place?
oh the music. Oh, the music. I love that. And also, I love this move. It feels so powerful.
Sometimes an over-reliance on ancient wisdom can make you forget the strength that you and your companions already have.
Oh, the music. I like how they done this.
Don't mention it. I'll protect you. Or
Ooh.
you can protect me. Whatever works.
Okay, I like him. But yeah, I really love how the way they done it. Like they gather like what everyone's thought of him.
You got questions? You've come to the right
It kind of
person.
reminds me of like
On the off
Nicholas.
chance I don't have the answers.
I don't know.
Wait, what is
I
it
was
again?
Hat Guy.
He nods his head when he talks. It's like, oh,
Ah.
I don't know, like a little puppy, yes?
Doesn't play enough TCG.
Man,
Elders say
that's
I'm difficult to control.
That's
like
funny.
A wild animal.
I
Whatever
love
works.
him. I like him. Okay. I still couldn't move. I still cannot move on. I still cannot move on from like, what others' thoughts about him, especially, especially, Sino. Okay. Next up, collected Miscellany, Sethos, Legacy of the Wise. Legacy of the Wise. Okay. The same gift bestowed upon different recipients may often yield vastly contrasting effects. Fate. Oh no. Why do you mention fate? Ugh. Fate is beyond our grasp, leaving us not but to pray that the sea of sand will ultimately flow in the right path. That's a interesting description, I would say. I mean, yeah, yes. So, yeah, guys, let's continue. Dane, please take on the screen.
Every time I
mean, the
visit the
show.
desert of Sumeru, it strikes me as a mysterious place.
Oh.
For starters, who is best equipped to deal with desert life? The Eremites based there? Or the academia scholars sent to study King Deshret's civilization?
I like how it focuses
I'd say there's a third
on the
answer.
scholar's hands.
Bags packed and ready to roll.
Wait a second, wait a
Life.
second.
The eremites based there, or the academia scholars sent to study King Deshret's civilization? I'd say there's a third answer.
Bags packed and ready to roll.
What is the third answer? Him?
Sethos was
Backpacks,
raised in the desert
ready to
and is
roll.
privy to many secrets passed down from the age of King Deshret. And his
Basilius Delta.
Sethos was raised in the desert
Interesting.
and is privy to many secrets passed down from the age of King Deshret. This is coveted knowledge, but Sethos's electro-powered arrows keep prying eyes well away.
Nice. I thought
As an
it's Sino
exceptional
for a moment.
outdoorsman, you can count on Sethos's adventuring skills.
Oh,
When Sethos is in your party, the
Thoth.
location of resources unique to Sumeru will
Thoth.
appear on your minimap, making it easier to gather supplies.
who is Thoth?
Sethos's
Royal
normal attack
Reed.
can combo up to 3 consecutive shots, dealing physical damage. With a charged attack, Sethos executes a more precise aimed shot that deals increased damage.
It
The
feels so
shot has different
powerful, that
effects
shot.
depending on
I
how
love
long the
it.
charging lasts. At charge level 1, Sethos fires an electro-infused arrow that deals electro damage.
Mm-hmm.
At charge level 2, Sethos fires a shadow-piercing
it's
shot
really-
that
it
can
took a
pass
while,
through
but
opponents, dealing electro
it
damage
feels
to
so
all
strong.
enemies in its path. Sethos will
But
not
you'll
be able
have
to
no
move
problem
around
when
shadow-piercing
you have,
shot
like,
is
the
fully charged.
Enough
After
elemental
unlocking
energy.
the talent
Yeah.
Black Kite's Enigma,
At first I
the
was
charging
like,
time of
I was like
Sethos's
confused
aimed
with
shot
this
will
when
be
I
reduced for each point of elemental energy
tried
he
him in the
has,
character
up to a certain
trial.
limit. If he
the
fires a
chat helped me
shadow-piercing
out.
shot, he will consume the corresponding quantity of elemental energy. If he fires an arrow at charge level 1,
I really love
only
him.
half as much will be
I
consumed.
really like his gameplay.
With his
And she's
elemental
right.
skill, Sethos fires
Don't
concentrated
sense.
lightning
Oh,
to
look at
deal
that.
AoE electro
Pew.
damage, then dashes backward.
I like it.
He recovers a
looks
set
like
amount of energy if this attack
chains,
triggers
though.
an
Like,
electro
you know, like
charge,
a-
superconduct, overloaded,
Maybe it's
quicken,
not. Maybe it's just
aggravate,
like, you know, like a
hypervent,
seal
or electro swirl reaction.
By the sage's
or
wisdom.
something.
With his elemental burst, Sethos
Like
uses a secret
Sinon's
rite to enter the
power?
twilight
I don't
meditation
know.
state, which transforms his normal attacks into
It's really
dust bolts.
interesting how like
Dust
the
bolts
Electro
can
have
pass
like,
through enemies
you know,
and
it's kind of
deal electro
combined
damage
with
to
the
all enemies in their path. Damage
with the
dealt is
yellow
increased based on Sethos' elemental mastery.
energy.
Sethos cannot use aimed shots while in this state. Dusk bolt damage is considered charged attack damage. The state ends when its duration expires or Sethos leaves the field. Much of King Deshret's wisdom is buried in a sea of sand, waiting to be seized by
Ooh,
future
the music.
sages. After unlocking the talent the Sand King's Boon, Sethos
King's
gains the
Boon.
Scorching Sandshade effect, which increases damage dealt by shadow-piercing shots by an amount based on his elemental mastery. The Scorching Sandshade effect is cleared a certain amount of time after the first shadow-piercing shot strikes an enemy, or after a certain number of shadow-piercing shots have hit enemies.
Whoa,
Cleared a certain
wait,
amount
wait.
of time after the first shadow-piercing. The Scorching Sandshade effect is cleared a certain amount of time after the first shadow-piercing shot strikes an enemy, or after a certain number of shadow-piercing shots have hit enemies.
Ah, okay, I see.
The effect is regained after a certain amount of time has passed since the first shadow-piercing shot with Scorching Sandshade has hit an enemy. Since the first shadow-piercing shot with Scorching Sandshade has hit an enemy. Desert life is harsh, but with the
think
power of the
this
Sage of
BGM,
Sages,
the background
Sethos
music
makes it look
is
like
really
a walk
suits
on
him.
the beach.
I really like it.
Sethos starts off the battle by using his elemental skill to deal electro damage and gain elemental energy. Once he's accumulated some energy, he uses it to reduce the charging time for his shadow-piercing shots and unleash a
Yeah.
damaging barrage of piercing arrows. When energy
Using
is
Dory
full,
to
Sethos
get-
enters the
to
twilight
gain
meditation state
more
with his elemental
elemental
burst
energy, which
and
is
fires
good.
dusk
Okay.
bolts to pierce through troublemakers, dealing electro damage and sending would-be intruders packing. From what I understand, Al-Ahmar
Guys.
had 6 loyal...
I'm sorry, but I have to say this this person right here haven't done the Harvest Log world quest yet. I mean, hey, I like it, you know. They don't want to spoil you guys who haven't finished the Harvest Locum world quest yet.
electro damage and sending would-be intruders packing.
Good.
From what I understand, Al-Ahmar had 6 loyal followers,
6.
but in his own mind, he had 7.
7.
Apep
Which is-
certainly did not approve of being numbered among them.
Oh.
But as to what the other 6 thought, we'll never know.
Wait.
As to from what I understand, Al-Ahmar had 6 loyal followers,
But to him, it's 7. I wonder if Nipalong, if one of them, or maybe maybe not. It's I don't know why in my head I was thinking about like the dragon sovereigns, but I don't think so.
but in his own mind, he had 7.
Yeah, I think the 7th one is a pep. I guess that's why they didn't say that, right?
Apep certainly did not approve of being numbered among them. But as to what the other 6 thought, we'll never know.
Oh, come on, Dane.
I'm sure Sethos would have an
But-
interesting take on this if he knew about it.
But of course, like being in here, of course, like something relate to him or like his ancestors or something.
Or perhaps the Temple of Silence does know something,
Oh.
but they're not in a position to speak of it.
Okay, so
It's a good
they
thing
are,
Sethos is good at keeping secrets.
they are under
Whoever's will
NDA,
he
like
inherits,
Zhongli.
he sees it not as a burden, but as a
Come
force
on.
driving him ever onwards.
Come on, tell me, man.
Silence does know something,
I like
but they
how
would have an interesting take on this if
I like
as-
the way Dane teases.
as to what the other
Like,
6 thought.
Yeah,
We'll never know.
Or,
I'm sure Sethos would have an interesting take on
maybe
this if he knew about it.
something. But no,
Or
maybe
perhaps the Temple of
this.
Silence does know something, but they're not in
I
a
love
position
it.
to speak of it.
I like how his scarf, I think, have like the timepiece, just like his thingy right here. This I like it. Ooh, wow, that's something. Dane, what he just said is something. So yeah, guys, I love him. I love his gameplay. I love how I love his aesthetic and everything. It's very, very, very cool. And man, I cannot wait to play Sino's second story quest, which is of course it's going to be awesome, right? Every story quest never fail. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, bye bye. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.